video, we're going to review how to use the 3-point offset method for more complex welds. Here in my program, I have already created my first weld program. So in my weld node header, I am going to go to the offset tab. And in this tab, I'm going to create 3 reference points to create a copy and paste of future weld pieces. So for my reference number 1, I'm going to use weld start. I'm going to click the pencil and rename reference 1 weld start. This will make it easier to identify these reference points later on. I'm going to click on the weld start and click move to point. Within my weld node, to create reference 1, I'm going to click on my weld start subnode, and I'm going to click move to point, press and hold to move the robot, click continue, and now back in the weld header and offset under weld start, I am going to set point and click OK. Now for reference 2, I am going to use my linear point 1 as my reference point here. So now in my weld program, I am going to select linear 1 and move to endpoint. Press and hold to move the robot to that point. Back in the weld header, under offset, linear 1, set point, and green check mark. Now for the last point, I am going to select the linear 2 weld end. When selecting these reference points, it's very important to select points along your weld piece that are easy to identify and replicate as your reference point. So we'll now go to linear 2. I'm going to adjust the arm so that way it doesn't run into anything. So now we will move to endpoint, press and hold. Back into our weld header under offset, and we will set our final point. We have now created the reference points for our weld, and now I'm going to go into the BotX master page under offset. I can select the welds that I want to apply to this offset, and then click on the offset method tab, and from here I will click on the 3-point offset method. So here for my A, B, and C points, these are going to directly match my reference points on my new weld piece. So I'm going to set point A. My reference is going to be my weld start. So on the piece that I have on the table, you can see that it is moved over and it is a change of direction. So I'm going to move the robot to the start piece. So that is where I want my weld to start. So I will set point, press OK, and the green check mark. Now set B. My reference here is going to be linear 1. So I'm going to move that down to my linear 1. And now I'm going to set point, press OK, and the green check mark. So now for C, my weld reference is going to be linear 2 or the last weld in the sequence. So I'll set that here. And we're going to click set point, press OK, and green check mark. Now on this page it's showing the estimated error for how far off of my reference points. And that is okay. So we are going to apply offset. My offset is going to be off of that weld start, and I want to make a copy. So I'm going to press OK. As I can see in my weld tree, I now have my original weld and my second weld. If I click into my 3D viewer, from here, I can see both welds, the original and the new offset weld. So now let's go ahead and run through the 3-point offset or copy and paste program. And that is how you use the 3-point offset method, also known as copy and paste, on your BotX XSR.